The island now posed a real threat to the planned invasion of Sicily. But keen to ensure that nothing jeopardized the lives of his men or the success of the Italian mission, Eisenhower had an unpleasant future in store for the little island. He and his commanders wanted to see whether, by softening up a target from the air, it could then be invaded using a minimal amount of men on the ground. Using Pantelleria as a testing ground to see the effect of saturation bombing on a defended coastline, Allied aircraft began bombarding the island over 5 weeks from early May. More than 5,000 bombing sorties were flown and 6,300 tons of bombs were dropped on Italian and German forces there. Barracks, supply dumps and aircraft were hit at Pantelleria's airfield, while British naval vessels hit the harbour area and damaged gun emplacements along the coastline. On June the 10th, the offensive reached a crescendo, as wave after wave of bombers swept out from Tunisia, bombing the island day and night, pausing only for the Allies to invite the island to surrender. Meanwhile in Washington, Roosevelt urged the Italian people to overthrow Mussolini. But though many were keen to be rid of the fascist dictator, he would remain in power for a little longer yet. Back on Pantelleria, with no surrender offered, a British infantry division set off from the Tunisian coast on landing craft. At about 11 o'clock in the morning of June the 11th, Allied airplanes spotted a white cross on the airfield, just before the infantry arrived on the beach. It marked the first time in history that an enemy land force had been bombed into submission before troops could come ashore. The operation had, in no uncertain terms, brought home to an already nervous Italian population that the Allied armed forces meant business. As Eisenhower now focused on preparations for the invasion of Sicily, on the other side of the globe, battles in the Pacific theatre of war were gathering pace, and the Allies were beginning to dominate the seas.